Good morning. This, I think, will be a very interesting presentation. It's about a new platform that we are launching. Because in this digital age, large data sets are the incubator for new data-centric applications. And these applications demand a new type of workload. Today, I am honored to reveal how storage systems innovations can help you to embrace these new workloads. There is no doubt that we are living in an era of data explosion. In the GIV report, Huawei predicts a 1 yottabyte of data, 1 yottabyte of data, 1 yottabyte of data. You know how big that is? That is 23 times more as what we're producing today. So that's a massive amount. And new technologies such as high-performance computing, big data, and artificial intelligence will create more and more applications and massive amounts of data. And how are we going to deal with that? HPC is a very important compute engine that drives innovation in scientific research. Big data and AI data analysis tools have shifted application requirements from numerical computation to high-performance data analytics. With big data, powered knowledge, mining, and AI-enabled training and inference. However, different analysis applications also challenge data storage in terms of diversified performance and access protocols. For example, in complete high-performance computing genomic analysis process, there are so many performance access needs that we have to consider, like processing files of different size, different uses of latencies, and multi-protocol access. For such workflows, it would be perfect to have an all-in-one storage system. Big data analysis is a key means for enterprise to make informed decisions. Take the banking industry as an example. You have based on the analysis results of users' real-time and historical transactions behaviors. Banks can quickly and accurately identify transaction risks. Streaming enterprise data is usually aggregated in data warehouses, while large amounts of historical data is often stored in data lakes. Accurate analysis across data lakes and warehouses requires a large amount of data to be exported and imported. And this takes a lot of time. It often takes days to get these results. And this does not meet the user needs. If we would have a storage platform that converges data lakes and data warehouses with a unified data format, we can actually avoid these migrations and actually we give a lot more value to the end customer. Lastly, internet services gain an increasingly popularity, and there is massive amount of unstructured data, like video and images. And they all have moved from a nearline or cold type of architecture to a hot type profile that is available anytime, anywhere. For example, video. We moved from video from HD to Ultra HD, and this is increasing a 40 volt of data volume. And this evolution requires a scalable and cost-effective storage system. What's more, anytime, everywhere, online data access demands storage systems to provide fast, local, and cross-regional data services. And additionally, 24/7 High availability services in different regions require multiple active data centers across regions to implement disaster recovery services. As I mentioned before, cutting-edge technology such as HPC, big data analytics, and AI are the main reason why we have so many new applications and service flows today. We can use the word hybrid to describe their typical characteristics. For example, hybrid performance, hybrid multi-protocol access, and hybrid analysis based on historical and streaming data. The nature of hybrid X comes from the uncertainty of these workloads. To embrace new workloads with ease, we need to use certain solutions to cope with uncertainty of service flows. And the keys of this lies in storage innovation systems. Today, I'll introduce OceanStor Huawei Pacific distributed storage purposely built for emerging applications. OceanStor Pacific improves the efficiency for hybrid workloads, supporting seamless multi-protocol interworking and providing high bandwidth IOPS, OPS, 20% higher than similar solutions in the industry. OceanStor Pacific also provides optimal ROI and always-on services. So now let's look at the innovations of this solution. First, let me introduce Smart Balance systems design for hybrid workloads. Likewise, Huawei Smart Balance intelligently senses data types and I/O flows to effectively improve hybrid workloads efficiency. It adopts two groundbreaking innovations. The first is we use converged indexing for unstructured data. And this enables native, seamless interworking between file, object, and Hadoop file storage. The second innovation is data flow adaptive to large and small I/O, achieving optimal bandwidth, IOPS, and OPS performance. I'll go into detail in the next slides. Object storage systems use a flat indexing structure, which enables a single bucket to support hundreds of billions of objects, while file systems use a tree indexing structure, which facilitates file management. However, the numbers of files supported in a single directory is limited. So to combine the advantages of both file and object storage, we have designed a converged indexing for unstructured data. This unique design supplements a tree structure with single-layer index slicing, enabling single-layer indexing to support hundreds of billions of objects. The converged indexing allows the standard file system, the Hadoop distributed file system, and the object protocol to simultaneously access the same data without copying it. All of this is achieved without using any physical or logical gateway, and it's without any performance loss. The second innovation is that hybrid workloads come with various I/O models. We have large files with large I/O, we have large files with small I/O, and we have small files with small I/O. The OceanStor Pacific implements a data flow adaptive to large and small I/O, enabling one storage system to support diversified computing power and provide high bandwidth IOPS and OPS. Large I/O for large files is written directly without being cached, greatly improving the bandwidth. Small I/Os are aggregated into one large I/O at the cache layer and then written to disk. And this achieves optimal latency and bandwidth efficiency. In terms of data read, the data is prefetched The data prefetch design that features intelligent sensing reads a large file through consecutive IOs at the time and then prefetches small files to the high-speed cache, greatly boosting data access efficiency. Now let's watch a video about smart balance. Data storage costs increase along with the data growth. And today, Huawei has launched a high-density and large-capacity product called OceanStor Pacific 9550. It houses 120 disks in a 5U rack space with disk densities per unit space 20% higher than any other similar product in the industry. In terms of storage space utilization, the OceanStor Pacific series uses industry-leading high-ratio erasure coding algorithm for data redundancy and protection. The high EC ratio can reach up to 22+2, boosting disk space utilization to 92% to further reduce TCO in large-scale scenarios. Emergent data scenarios also need high-quality data services anytime. The OceanStor Pacific enables users to deploy multiple active data centers for disaster recovery. Up to 12 data centers can provide services at the same time. Even if one of the two data centers are faulty, the service continuously is still maintained, and in this case, the overall space utilization is still up to 61%, and that is industry-leading. The OceanStor Pacific provides robust mechanisms for device fault self-healing in a storage cluster. So the system uses heartbeat detection, a coloration diagnostics to detect device faults, and this will help in very latency-sensitive applications like HPDA. A switchover can be completed in 10 seconds, which is 50% faster than similar products in the industry. So that is all about the 3 key highlights of OceanStor Pacific. Next, I would like to introduce the best practices of the OceanStor in 3 emerging scenarios. The first one is HPDA. Traditionally, customers need to purchase multiple types of storage products to meet different requirements for HPC, AI, and big data. Data is migrated with multiple times during different processes, causing problems such as waste of time and large amount of data redundancy. Huawei OceanStor Pacific HPDA storage provides high performance and multi-protocol access to hybrid workloads. One storage device supports data processing in multiple phases, effectively accelerating the development and the iteration of HPDA services. In addition, the high-density hardware design and flexible tiered storage of hot, warm, and cold data enables online and nearline services daily to freely move between different media without manual intervention. West China Hospital, which ranks as the #1 or the top 1 hospitals in clinical medicine research, uses our HPDA solution to shorten the 30x human WGS germline mutation analysis from hours to 7 minutes, accelerating life science with leading technologies. Next case is business intelligence, where business intelligence and precision marketing, real-time monitoring, and data exploration are typical modern applications of big data. Huawei OceanStor Pacific HDFS storage uses 3 key technologies to meet these needs. First, it decouples storage resources from compute to enable on-demand resource exploitation, thereby reducing cost. Second, the storage that converges data lakes and warehouses supports data lake formats, reducing extract, transfer, and load. The data can be queried immediately after being imported to the data lake. Third, the unique intelligent takeover feature enables the OceanStor Pacific to smoothly connect to traditional Hadoop-coupled storage compute architecture, protecting customers' investments. A famous commercial bank with 18 branches uses Huawei data storage to implement data convergence and analysis in the data lakehouse. Its operations dashboard only takes 2 minutes instead of hours to produce reports, enabling efficient and informed decisions. Lastly, imaging. Video operations and content collaboration and IoT applications are everywhere today. Online data services need to be provided anytime, anywhere. Huawei OceanStor Pacific storage for mass data backup and archiving processes, high elasticity and availability to help customers unlock the value of warm and cold data. The storage supports 100 billion objects per bucket without affecting performance. Index retrieval is in seconds and provides always-on efficient data services. The storage system allows customers to deploy multiple active data centers for disaster recovery with cross-data center EC or replication, meeting online archiving and high availability of mass data. A large online video carrier has used Huawei object storage to build a disaster recovery system with 3 active data centers to support real-time online operation of HD and UHD videos. The storage ensures 0 service interruption upon failure of any data center. Compared with traditional 3-site multi-copy data center disaster recovery solutions, the cross-data center erasure coding mechanism improves the storage space utilization from 33% up to 56%, greatly improving the ROI. So, that was all about OceanStor Pacific distributed storage. We hope we can help more customers embrace new workloads and seize business opportunities together. Thank you.